guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here. Welcome to my kitchen. We're gonna be doing a post Costco haul or after the Costco haul, fridge restock, fridge clean out. We're also gonna be doing a bunch of food prepping. I'm gonna show you how I prep my fruits and stuff so that I kind of have them on hand and quick and ready to go. If you guys are new here, I am pregnant with baby number 2. We also have a little toddler, Logan, who is almost 20 months old, and that means I am always on the go. I need stuff quickly, so that's why I like to do these food prep videos. Hopefully you guys get some good inspiration from them. So let's jump on in.
Oh my gosh, you guys, this is one of the biggest hauls I feel like in terms of like volume. I have a lot of stuff that I need to put in the food storage and some stuff that I need Derek to take inside. This box is about 60 pounds. I don't know if the guy loading it just didn't like take a good look at me or something, but I could barely get this out of the cart and into the car. So thankfully, Derek's gonna help. This is what our food storage is looking like right now. I feel like we've got a pretty good stock on hand, especially of rice. It was on sale. I've got all my stuff inside, thanks to Derek, and we have some stuff to put away. I'm definitely gonna start with the, oh, thank you, Tui. I'm gonna start with the freezer and refrigerated stuff first, and then we'll move on to my favorite, which is building his snack box back up. Really like to take everything out of the plastic packaging that I can, so I'm gonna take all of these guys out and throw them into the cheese drawer so they're easy to grab individually. If you wanna see exactly what I got, I'll leave the Costco haul link down below that I did for this shopping trip, but I am so excited. I love the bitchin' sauce. Silly boy. Let's put our cucumbers in there with it. Yeah. My little helper. And my other little helper. And we gotta put our apples in. Let's put our apples in. Put them in. Can you put them in? Good job. Yes. Good. You want to eat one? Okay, let me wash her. Come on, let's wash it. Is that you? That's you? That's you. Wow. I have all the perishable stuff put away and Logie Bear has his snack. So we're gonna move on to, I've got like my trash box going here, which I usually do with Costco things, is I use one of the boxes for like all the plastic leftover stuff. It's amazing how much plastic comes on our food. It's just so interesting to me. But we are gonna go ahead and refill his little snack bin. I'm also gonna refill the fruit. So I've kind of been setting my fruit over here as I've been going. I have 3 oranges left just from this past week. I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and throw these guys into the fridge, and then we'll throw our new oranges, this big old bag, which are on sale right now at Costco. Go watch my Costco haul if you wanna know what else is on sale. They've got a lot of great stuff, a lot of staples on sale right now. But we're gonna throw this bag into our fruit bowl and tuck it back in our corner again. Anybody else love the Cara oranges as much as we do? Perfect. And then I'm gonna leave these muffins that I food prepped last week out here just so I make sure to eat them. Throw these in the fridge while I'm thinking about it. So as you can see, we still have quite a few things stocked in here. The boys went through these chomps so fast. I got these at Thrive Market. So we only have one of those left and he's begging for it. There you go. But other than that, we still have a lot of great snacks on hand. These Stretch Island fruit leathers have lasted us forever. You can get these guys at Costco for like 10 bucks. Pretty it looks. I love when it looks this organized. We're gonna make some homemade vegan ranch. You can easily make this not vegan if you don't want it to be vegan, but we're gonna start with a cup of mayo, and then we're gonna do 1/4 cup of any type of milk. You could do regular milk, I'm just doing almond. We're gonna do a splash of apple cider vinegar. Whoop, that was maybe a little much. Okay, I can already tell I'm gonna want it a little bit thinner than that. I like my ranch a little thinner, so I'm gonna go ahead and add more almond milk. Then we're gonna go in with our Italian seasoning. If you just wanna use one seasoning, like not an Italian seasoning, use oregano. Probably will need more than that, but we'll see. We're gonna use some garlic powder right here, some onion powder, and I do all of this by eye / to taste. We're gonna do some dill, and some salt. So much cheaper than buying store-bought ranch, and it tastes so much better. After taste testing it, I'm gonna give it a little bit more salt. Actually, we're just gonna do a little more of everything. I like mine to be really herby. I'm also gonna make it a little thinner. I like mine like restaurant ranch style, thin. Pinch more salt. We are good to go. There you go, homemade ranch. Literally took me about 1.5 minutes to make. This will keep good in the fridge, sealed, airtight for, I'd say probably a week, but we never have made it that long, so I can't tell you for sure. We've always used this within about 3 days. It is time to cut up these pineapples. I've got 2 of them here. I told you guys how I like to do this last time, but I just go ahead and cut off the top, and then I will cut panels down the side, making sure that I'm getting all of the little eyes out because those rip up my tongue so bad. Okay, next thing I'm gonna prep is I'm actually just gonna cut up some bananas that are almost about to go bad. I like to use bananas as a base in our smoothie, especially since we do not have an ice maker. We have a pretty small freezer. The bananas help keep it creamy and help keep the smoothie cold. So we're down to like our last banana, which means I need to cut some up. So my little trick with bananas is that I'll take my bunch here and I'm first going to kind of like flash freeze them, if you will, on a plate. And I'll just do halves so that I know if I take 2 things of banana, I'm getting a full banana. But if you freeze them like this first and then place them in a bag or a Tupperware, they're not gonna stick together in the freezer and it's not gonna be so hard for you to get them out when it's time to do a smoothie. And then we're gonna go ahead and just place it in the freezer like this, and I'll let them freeze up for probably at least 4 hours. I usually tend to do it overnight, and then tomorrow morning I'll put them in a bag. The next thing that we're making are these banana peanut butter sandwiches. So I actually made a batch of these a couple times ago, maybe like on my Instagram or something with you guys. They're super easy to make. I already have these guys frozen, but I didn't end up getting to dip them in chocolate because I didn't have any chocolate on hand. Let me tell you, they are substantially better when you dip them in chocolate. That's why they haven't been eaten yet, because I didn't dip them. So I definitely need to dip them in chocolate, but I'm gonna demo for you how to make one really quickly. They're super easy, and then you can follow all these steps right along with me. The very first thing I'm going to do is prep my chocolate since my banana's already ready to go. Maybe about a half a bag of chocolate chips in there. These are the Enjoy Life brand. I'm doing the dark chocolate. And then we're also gonna throw in a little bit of coconut oil. You can skip this step if you want to, but I feel like it helps the chocolate harden in the freezer. So it's gonna look like that, and I'm gonna melt it. You can do it in a double boiler, or you can just do it in the microwave like I'm about to do, and do every 30 seconds, you're gonna stir it. Even if it looks like it's not melting, you're gonna stir it. Make sure it doesn't burn. As far as the banana goes, you're just gonna chop some, I like thicker slices. Make sure they're flat so that they can sit down. You're gonna take one of your slices and you're just gonna smother it in some peanut butter. You can do as much or as little peanut butter as you want, but just make sure you don't do too much peanut butter because then they're gonna slide and you won't be able to get them to stick together long enough to freeze. So you're gonna put it together like this, like a little banana sandwich. These are great for your kids too if you just wanna put some out on their lunch plate like this. And then you're gonna put these on a parchment lined baking sheet, plate. I usually do a plate. Stick them in the freezer until they're completely frozen, and then we're gonna start on this next step. My little cutie, would you like this? Because you're being such a good helper. Good job. Our chocolate is super nicely melted here, and I have my bananas back out on the parchment lined sheet that's on a paper, on a plate. I can't talk today. And then we're just gonna dip our bananas and stick them right back on the sheet. All right, so they're all dipped in chocolate, and you can see I have quite a bit of chocolate left over here. So I'm gonna drizzle the rest on the top of these guys because I feel like when it comes to these, the more chocolate, the better. Next project, we are making some peanut butter filled celery sticks. If you've ever heard of this before, you might have heard of it like ants on a log. So my mom used to make me these when I was younger, but I found that I love raisins on it. We don't have raisins, so I'm gonna use craisins, and those are just as good. And then I love doing like some dark chocolate on it. Even if you have some trail mix, just go ahead and sprinkle it over, maybe do a rough chop of it and sprinkle it over. But this is what we're doing today. First thing I'm going to do is cut off all of these like dead ends. And then we're gonna wash these guys off and dry them really well. Very first thing I'm going to do after cutting these guys in half, I just feel like that makes it easier to eat these guys. I'm just gonna spread some peanut butter along the inside of it and then place it on my tin foil. go ahead and put on your toppings. I actually don't have any craisins today because they are expired and you can taste it. So we're just gonna go with these mini chocolate chips from Enjoy Life. All close together, and the reason I like to put them in tin foil is because I feel like less of the peanut butter gets stuck on to whatever you're wrapping it in. And you can always customize this for whatever you want. I've tried it with other nut butters as well, especially if you are allergic to peanuts, and it was great. Other toppings, I did like a trail mix one time and that was incredible as well. So feel free to switch it up. Next on the list, we are going to be prepping mushrooms. So I will say, I don't know if this would make your mushrooms go bad any quicker. Honestly, I have not found that it does for us. We eat our mushrooms pretty quickly, especially when I cut them up like this. But you're gonna save a lot of money by doing this yourself. All I am going to do is be slicing up these mushrooms so they're ready to go, ready for me to add into any kind of recipes or ready for Derek to put on a salad or anything like that, and then throw them into, I do a Ziploc bag. You could do any kind of Tupperware that you want to. While I have my cutting board out, I'm going to go ahead and prep up some of these gorgeous carrots and bell peppers so that I can have something to dip into my bitchin' sauce other than just chips. For my carrot sticks, I'm going to actually place them in some Tupperware, and then we're gonna fill it with some water, and that's how they're gonna stay good. I don't really know if there's a trick to this, but this is how I've seen them do it in the grocery store, so I figure it has to make them stay fresh a little bit longer. Usually in these food prep videos, I share with you guys what we're having for dinner as well. It's a simple dinner night. Usually I make something fun for you guys to replicate with a recipe, but not every night has to be fancy, you guys, so I wanna remind you of that too. If you're feeling the pressure, just know, I've got a little guy at my feet, just know that you can make something simple too. We're just making spaghetti for dinner. So we're using this Jovial brand. If you are gluten-free, this is the best I've tried, and I've tried so many of them. We eat it several times a week. It's, the only two ingredients are organic brown rice and water, which is perfect. The texture is amazing. They don't go mushy in a couple seconds. So we're having a box of fusilli and a box of penne because that's what Logan picked out. So it might be a little mix matchy today. And then we're gonna use that Rouse pasta sauce. Let me show you. This is the pasta sauce that I'm talking about. We get it from Costco. You can get it almost anywhere, but it's cheapest at Costco. And I've heard from several of you guys that it is going on sale this next week. So keep an eye out.
Thank you guys so much for watching. That is it for my video today. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.